My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribe of Israel, scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshua Ben Uriah Israel, and we just want to take this moment to thank you. Thank you so much for your subscriptions and your likes and your comments. And we're going to ask you that you will continue to share with your friends and your loved ones, and ask them also to like and subscribe. And my brothers and my sisters, as I've said before, we cannot do what we're doing without your prayers. So we thank you also for your prayers. Thank you for praying for me, your Moreh, and then also praying for other Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters scattered all over the earth, and then especially those brothers, those Morehs who are teaching the word. Okay? And so please remember to keep them in prayer. All right. Last session we were dealing with Psalm 6, prayer of David, prayer in a time of trouble. All right, and we stop at verse 1. And now we want to start out in verse 2. It says, have mercy upon me, O YAHUAH, for I am weak. O YAHUAH, heal me, for my bones are vexed. And so, now, when you have trouble comes to weaken you. That's what trouble comes to do. You know, when trouble finish with you, and it never generally finished, but when you get an ease from it, you're left spiritually and physically weak. Because it doesn't matter how much you pray, there's still a feeling. You know, there's still a feeling that left you like, you know, you have not accomplished anything. You know, you feel weak, you feel beaten. You know, but you know, my brother, it should not have be like that. It should not be like that. And one of the remedy for that is that regardless of the issues, you stay closely to Abaya, closely to YAHUAH, closely to YAHUAH, closely to him. Okay? And then trust him because you remember one of the things he said he was going to do when he was leaving earth. He said, I was going to send you another comforter. And that comforter that comes was the Ruach HaKodesh. He was going to lead you. He was going to guide you. And my brothers and my sisters, he's the one that's going to empower us. Eh? The Ruach empower us to make the journey. We cannot do this journey without him. In this journey, my brothers and my sisters, there's going to be obstacles, stumbling blocks along the way. And so then, when we find ourselves into these situations, do like what David did. Supplicate. Have mercy upon me, O YAHUAH. Have mercy upon me. He said, for I am weak. So The trouble left him. All these different issues that he had to face left him weak. Okay? Physically weak. He said, my bones are vexed. Means that he was physically weak too. All right. So look at the word mercy there. Mercy is kanan. Kanan. And the word is made up of 3 Hebrew letters. Ket, nun, and nun. Nun repeated. And what is saying here? And this word means to bend or to stoop in kindness. Bend or to stoop in kindness to an inferior. Okay? To favor or to bestow or to implore, that is to move to favor by petition or to beseech or to entreat, mercy, to have pity upon, pray, to make supplication. And this is what David is doing here. David is supplicating. And when he's asking Yahuwah to have mercy on him, he's actually asking Yahuwah to stoop to my level. Because in order for so you could help me, come down. Father, I need you. I need you. When our ancestors, those who experienced slavery in the West, especially, there were times when these people, when they run and they run and they run and they run, and you have horses and buggies and dogs and all these things chasing them. When they have to cross rivers with crocodiles and they have to run into bushes with snakes and other man-eating animals, they have to run. My brothers, my sisters, you talk about trouble. They're running for freedom. They're trying to get to freedom. Some of them die on the way. Some of those vicious dogs would rip them apart. They're so angry and vicious because they're trained like that to bring back the slaves that ran away. And when they pray and they're asking Yahuwah to have mercy, I can imagine David's situation. And you know what though? David's situation wasn't as bad as some of these slaves because he wasn't running in the bushes like that. I would imagine that when Absalom was chasing him, he probably did, but not to the extent of having wild dogs chasing him. Okay? Even though he had some of that, men with spears and, swords and all that after him. But he said here, mercy is someone bending or stoop in kindness to an inferior. And when we compare ourselves to who YAHUAH standard, we're very inferior in that sense. But he loves us in such a way that he's willing to bow in kindness towards us and to help us. He's an awesome YAHUAH. Praise his holy name. He's awesome like that. He's awesome like that. And look what David said. He is asking YAHUAH to have mercy upon him. And he's asking YAHUAH to heal him. When was the last time you have an issue? And it caused such a heavy burden, and it caused such a problem for you that you left and you feel drained, you're weak, you feel like you cannot move. Like David said, my bones are vexed. That, physically you just don't feel you can do it. No energy. And guess what, brothers? The Energizer battery won't help you. The Energizer battery will not help you. We need more than that. We need to be spiritually energized. And the Ruach can do that. But we have to trust YAHUAH. We have to go to him. We have to ask him for that mercy. And we have to ask him for that healing. Because he said our bones are vexed. Look at the word vexed there. Look at the word vexed. And the word is Bahal. Bahal. The Hebrew word. Bahal. Bet. He. And Lamed. And what he said here, it means that you're trembling on the inside. You tremble inwardly. You tremble. And then your heart palpitates. You are alarmed, you are agitated. By implication, to hasten anxiously to make you get frightened, afraid, amazed, and so you thrust out and what is saying that there's trouble. But remember what David said: whenever time I'm afraid, I will trust in YAHUAH. There's a song that they used to sing in the church. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in, so they sing the song because they're going to trust in YAHUAH. Okay? All right. So then, he said his bones are vexed. His bones are vexed. And so he needs healing for that. And my brother, my sister, when you get to that point in your life, you really need healing. You really need healing. You need trusting. All right. Look in verse 3. Verse 3 said, my soul is also sore and vexed. But thou, O YAHUAH, is asking, how long? Oh man, it seems like he's been at this thing a long time, and it seems like YAHUAH is not anywhere close. My brother, YAHUAH is always right there. Promise never to leave us nor forsake us. Praise his holy name for that. He said, my soul. Look at the word soul there. Nephesh. Nephesh. Nephesh is the word. And Nun, Fe, and Shin. And it has to, the word Nephet here, excuse me, it has to do with like a breathing creature, right? The soul. Okay, it's used in a wide variety of application, literally or figuratively, right? And it has a sense of, like bodily or mental, body, breath, desire, your heart, life, person, pleasure, mind, mortality, soul, and it derived from nafash. There's a derived from another Hebrew word. Nafash means breathe, or to be breathed upon. That is to be refreshed, or needs refresh, or to, refreshing of self or something like that. All right. So what he's saying that his soul is also sore, vexed. Just like he said, this bone was vexed. Now, his soul is also sore, vexed. But he said, he want to ask Yahuwah, are you at a point where you are experiencing any kind of issue, and you're praying and you're asking for relief, but it seems like the more you pray and the more you ask, it's like this thing is not going away. It's going to hang around, all of this issue going to hang around. Then you said, Yahuwah, are you there? Baby's asking, how long it going to take for you? Father, my brothers, my sisters, this is what happened to us. When we're having issues, when we're having problems, we want to know, is Yahuwah going to be helping us anytime soon? Oh, praise be to his name. But you know what? This is what happened when we sometimes not fully trusting. When we're not fully trusting, no, it's not working out. Something is wrong here. It's not working out. But when we are not fully trusting, my brothers, my sisters, when we're not feeling his presence around us, we get to that point. Remember the same David, who's right here later on he wrote the 23rd Psalm. Yahuwah is my shepherd. And because he's my shepherd, I shall not lack. That's the Yahuwah that we serve, my brothers and sisters. That's the Yahuwah that we serve. And so, in verse 4, return, O Yahuwah, deliver me. He said, my soul, he said, deliver my soul. And he said, save me for thy mercy's sake. Return. Shub is the Hebrew word there. Shub. Shin, Vav, and Bet. And It means to turn back. It's like, okay, it's like you and someone walking, right? And the person that you're walking with, just say is your guide. But all of a sudden, your guide us took off and gone. You know? And especially if you're traveling in the path where the road is, or the path is winding, right? And the guide is way ahead of you. And the place is dangerous too because you don't know what kind of man-eating animals and whatever over there. But your guide is gone. You yell out and scream to the guide, come back, return, return. Why do you leave you out here like that, man? He said, return, man, return. Turn back. Hence, away. Retreat. Come again, man, come again. He cried. Come, carry me again. Don't leave me out here by myself like that. It's a cry to recover. It's a cry to refresh. It's a cry to consider. It's a cry to rescue. It's a cry to restore. Restore me to my former position. My brothers, my sisters, this is what happened. Here, he said. Then in verse 4, it said, deliver me. He said, deliver me. Deliver me. Return and deliver my soul. Deliver is Kalatz, Chet, Lamed, Sadie. To pull off, to strip, to deliver, to draw out, to make fat, to strengthen. When the enemies come up against you, when they overwhelm you, you need deliverance, my brothers and my sisters. Who do you call? Who do you call when you need help? Like David here, call out to YAHUAH and asking YAHUAH to deliver. And then in verse 4 again, he says, save me. He said, oh, save me for thy mercy's sake. Save me. Everything is based on his mercy. Save me. Yasha is a Hebrew word. Yod Shin Ayin, meaning to be open wide or free, by implication, to be safe. Make me safe, Father. Free me from all of this problem. Secure me. Avenge me. Defend me. Deliver me. Preserve me. Rescue me. And then where salvation comes in there. Save me. And you want to say, get me victory. My brothers, my sisters, we're going to stop here. We're going to ask you to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.